general public. They have been suffering a lot, and they have been under oppression. So in this case, people really want change. Whoever living on the border or in the country want to have democratic government, and then people don't want to feel oppressed and vulnerable, and people don't want to feel powerless. So in this case, the foreign government who support the military regime need to aware that how the community feel about the system, or how the community really, what is the real suffering. So unless respecting the human dignity and human rights, this make more harmful to our country, because we have a lot of natural resources. I think we don't need much foreign aid in terms of financially. The thing is how to manage our resources, both human resource and natural resources. So how to respect the local community and how to make people powerful, empower, so that the country will sustain and sustainable development will be achieved. So the government right now in our country not accountable and transparent to the nation. So for us, I think for Burmese people, mostly are very patient, waiting and trying to solve the problem in their way, in the community, and try to strengthen the network and community. That's, as you may aware, that this always oppressed, and people are in prison, and as you know that the political prisoner, it is very shameful for us, because many good people, very talented people are put in the jail, and all the young people who are very alert or very active role, but they could not get good education. And then the mother or the woman who are part of the to develop this country, the role of the woman and mother need to be respected and need to provide more participation, but the government never respect. And for us, people trying to do like women participation and the youth, stronger youth, and then more civil society group development, but this always oppressed. So you may see many times over the past 22 years. So even though there are many cases, they reported that especially on the border, this gross human rights violation ongoing. So to improve the situation in the country is not only for people in Burma, it's become threats to our neighboring countries like stability, because many people just finally decide to leave from the country.